There is one question which I had to put it up to the directing staff at the TAGD when we were doing the Master Fighter Controllers course. Whole pitch of the theory was trigonometry, all science. I mean, most of it was science. He asked the DS that time, now retired AVM Palsule. I said, sir, you are talking as if we are all science or maths graduates. Some of us are arts graduates. How much do you think is the knowledge of science or this thing is required, or is it mandatory that it is, one person has to be a science graduate? Can an arts person not learn these things? I mean, this is a point I'm just trying to put it from the perspective of the aspirants, who there are a lot of arts students also who are wanting to join. No, since to be a fighter controller, you have to get into the Adam branch and then go to this.
Yes, yes, this is a very relevant question and has probably been asked all over. And we have had certain ace fighter controllers who have been the art graduates. While science has an edge, I'm not denying about it. When you're talking about radar theory, when you're talking about the trigonometry, the attack profiles, when you're talking about the physics and the aerodynamics and whole lot of these things. Obviously, the science, if you have had some understanding of the science, or if you are a science graduate and you have studied, then it becomes easier to grasp these subjects. There are times when not necessarily that this knowledge is good enough. There is an art part of it. Okay, so that skill set is not necessarily come from the science background. That skill set can be by anybody who has a common sense, who has understood the basic attack profiles, understood the basic dynamics, understood the basic radar theories, and will still be able to do it. But I would like to say this, that as you go, I'm not sure whether they have made the science now mandatory, but as you go into more and more complex radars, more and more complex avionics and aircraft, so your syllabus demands a lot of understanding of the science. I will not say that it is not there for the art graduates, but certainly if you are a science graduate, you will have a better grasp of these subjects. It becomes easier. These things can be by the arts graduates. They will find it initially very, very difficult, but I've seen quite a few art background fighter controllers who have done exceedingly well.
I agree with you to that extent. Yes, science gives you an edge, all right. But it's not that if you are an arts person or a commerce person, you are devoid of common sense. And so if you
Yeah.
have common sense and you apply logic, I think the training is such that, anyone can pick it up without or rather without saying that a person with a science background perhaps would find it slightly easier. One of our earlier podcasts, you did mention that fighter controllers graduated and you were there in one of those graduation parades. So you found that maximum number were engineers.
Yes. There were, I think, out of 22, there were 20 engineers.